moisture that's in here. This is up under the tile, this curb. This black mold.
Jeremy here with BathNow, and what you are about to watch is footage of us demoing a tile shower. And throughout the video, we'll go over some of the common traits we see pretty much every time we tear out tile. I want it to be known that this was in a gorgeous, large home built in 2004. Nothing really stood out as far as the craftsmanship of who built the shower and who laid the tile. Everything seemed pretty much fine. It's pretty standard, pretty normal procedure. So we're not knocking any tile setters at all. We're just showing the facts of what we see pretty much every single time we tear tile off the wall or out of the floor.
If you come and look, all the mortar joints here is no different than the masonry on your brick on the outside of your house. It's just mortar, and mortar is porous and it'll just soak in moisture. So you have to keep these joints sealed annually. They recommend every 12 months to do that. If you neglect to do that, what can happen over time is, as you see here, you see where I'm standing in this pan, you see, and this is where you're going to see it first, is your pan. You'll start getting that mildew in there and it starts holding moisture, and you're not going to get rid of it, and then the damage starts, and then it starts pushing on the tile. And we had a glass door here that was in place, and we just took it down. And I'm going to show you just what happens with moisture, because you get a knee wall, which isn't always the greatest. Reason why is it'll hold moisture. You see the lifting up of the tile here, the joint, that moisture creeps right back under there. It goes down inside that wall and starts rotting the knee wall out. You can see inside here, the grout is totally gone, totally. And what I can guarantee you is that every tile shower that we tear out, it doesn't matter whether it was constructed right or constructed wrong. It doesn't matter. Every single tile shower I have that we demoed and tore out, I guarantee it has moisture in it, because once it breaks that seal, and once that waterproof layer is removed on the grout joints, then the moisture starts. Saturated. Although the shower is not leaking, so it's not leaking, there's a full basement below us, it's not leaking or anything like that.
Yep. This is what is underneath a tile shower.
Look at this moisture underneath here. Underneath this curve.
Wow.
Over time, it'll produce black mold, and black mold is a killer. It can be really dangerous for your respiratory, and in some cases, it can cause some major health issues if you're exposed to it all the time, breathing it. And I'm going to put this mask on in a few minutes, but you can see right now. I mean, look at the moisture that's in here. Wringing wet. It's just saturated. It's totally saturated, and it has penetrated underneath the rubber membrane. So the moisture has totally penetrated underneath the membrane, and actually it's going around the edge of this curb and leached underneath and framing of it. You see the moisture in it. It's not, you don't have to look hard. It's just totally saturated.
Yeah, and this is rubber. And
Yeah,
the
it's a rubber
point
membrane.
the point of this is to block the moisture.
Look at, they put plywood in between these two 2x, and just look at this.
Yeah.
Look how the moisture just rotted it out. It's just totally wringing wet and has black mold in it,
Disintegrated.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at the moisture right here. This is up under the tile, this curb. Look at that moisture. It's saturated. This is what I was talking about. And like I told you, every single time, no matter what, There's always moisture. There's always moisture. So if you want a tile shower, every time you step into it, just know that's what you're walking on. And you can look here on this apron. You see how he has it folded? This is typical. I see this tons. Well, that creates a little cavity right here, and that moisture coming down from the tile wicks into the joints, and the grout joints, hits here, travels down on the outside of the pan, and boom. See the moisture damage there? Look at that. It just starts wicking, and it's usually in the corners and the drain. And then if you look here, same thing here on this one. Of course, I mean, he did the best he could do with that, you know, but if you'll see here, look at the stud. The stud's already got damage because of membrane. This is how it was. I mean, this is how the membrane was. It was just right there as high as it went on the curve. So that moisture is going right straight down into there, and I suspect damage. Yep, look. This black mold. We're not going to treat it. We're just going to demo it and get it out of here. There's a reason why we don't like tile showers. This house was built in 2004, and although it's not that old, you can see here there's obviously an issue and a problem going on. Look at this.
If you'd like us to replace your tile shower with one of our acrylic or laminate systems, give us a call at BathNow.